Hi there, so you bought your GoPro, you bought your action camera and you want to get some epic footage like this.
So we're en route to Gloucester after leaving Castleton. Roads are pretty good.
Stay tuned, I'm going to run through everything that you need to get yourself set up to do some great motovlogging. Okay, hello, welcome back. So today I'm going to run through a basic setup for your motovlogging, for your video and audio. So I run with a GoPro Hero 7 Black and I'm running it off of an adventure style helmet. So these tend to be a little bit more narrow, a little bit more pointed at the front than the standard motorcycle helmet. So I mount my GoPro bracket to the side of the helmet. Okay, so there are other brackets available which run around the front if you have more of a pointed helmet. I believe Motorrad do one where you can mount it to the front if you decide that's a better place for you. But I like to mount mine to the side, and then I use a three-way swivel bracket which I'll go into off of that. Most important thing when you do mount your brackets, of course, is to make sure the area is completely clean, i.e. grease free. So if you use an alcohol rub, make sure it's completely clean, then there's no way that that should break its mount. I've only ever lost one camera, and that wasn't on a motorcycle helmet. That was on a wakeboard where it disappeared beneath the waves. However, so once it's on the side, it's pretty solid. Some people like to mount the cameras on the top of the helmet. Some people, like I say, like to mount them out the front. It depends as well what bike you ride. So maybe if you're on a sports bike or something that's a little bit lower, then you want that extra elevation to obviously look around the areas and take in the scenery that you want to record. Okay, on an adventure bike you don't necessarily need so much of that elevation because you're already quite upright. And the other advantage, of course, by having it on the side of the helmet is that through your peripheral vision, when you've actually got the helmet on, you can actually see the camera operating, which means you can turn it on and off even with some gloves on, to be honest. So you're not recording when you really don't want to be recording, i.e. you're not just going to use memory that you don't want to be using. Okay, so let's have a look at the other components. Okay, let's check them out. Okay then, so we have our GoPro mount on the side of the helmet. What I attach to that is a Lupholue three-way swivel bracket. Okay, you may have enough components to make up a similar bracket, but if you want to buy this complete, I got this off of Amazon. They're about £17. Really good. You'll also see that I've attached a cord to mine. It's a bit of a fail-safe really. The idea is the line comes up inside the helmet and the split ring just attaches over the top of that bracket, and then when my camera is actually connected to that, should the mount fail, is that my camera will still be retained on the helmet itself. It will just dangle down and then I can obviously reposition. So that's a fail safe. Okay, so that's that side of it. Next, remember with your GoPro camera, you're going to need to remove the housing door so you can gain access to the mic port. And then, importantly, I have a blogging case, and this is called an Ulanzi V2. Again, I'll put the link in the notes. This is off Amazon. It's a brilliant bit of kit. Again, it's about £17. The reason this is so good is because it's got a housing at the bottom that you can slide your mic adapter into. So instead of having this stuck to the side of your helmet like some people do, you just literally slide it underneath. Then your camera, take it out of the housing, clips into the back. There's a slide bracket there that just locks it in place. Once it's in place, it's a matter of plugging it in, and that is what you then mount to your bracket. Remember, of course, once this door's off, is that this port is exposed to the elements. It becomes non-waterproof. So a little bit of light rain probably isn't going to get in there, but anything more than that, then it could affect the ability. Okay, so that's that side of it. Once we've got that, it's literally a matter of putting it onto the mount at the front of your helmet, and once it's in position, as you can see, it's really ideal, and you can swing that out wherever you might want to position it. But the good thing, like I've said, about having that on the front of your helmet there is that through your peripheral vision you can see that that camera's on, and you have access to turn it on and off via the port on the side. So that's that side of it. All I need to do now is attach the mic, so let's have a look at the mic. Okay then, so got a GoPro mounted to the front of the helmet, as we said. So all we need to do now is to mount or connect our mic, and I'm using a purple Panda mic. This cost me about £25. You can pick these up off of Amazon, or there's other similar mics out there, other lavalier mics or giant squid mics, but this one tends to work really well. There's a little mini dead cat that just fits over the top of the mic itself with a little bit of sponge underneath, and that helps with the wind noise. I've seen other people make bigger ones of these, but to be honest with you, I've just kept with the standard for my video, and it's just a matter of then connecting up the mic into the mic adapter. And then what I've done here on this excess cable, I've got some Velcro, and then I've got some Velcro inside the corner of the helmet, just under the chin guard there. I just clip that underneath there, and then the mic literally just clips underneath into the corner, and that is the basic setup. Okay, so what you need to remember is that on your GoPro is that the menu for the mics only comes up once you connect the adapter in, and you want to just select the standard mic, not the standard mic plus, because if you select the standard mic plus, it gives you an extra decibels, but basically you get a lot of feedback off it, and you don't need it. Just a standard mic is fine. It's not a powered mic, so you don't need any of the other options. Just a standard mic is fine, and that's the basic setup. So there you go. What I'll do is I will show you some different video and some footage with the mic, and to be honest with you, anything up to all the legal limits, and probably some for those of you that go excess, will be absolutely fine. Really, really good. Okay, so check it out. Check out some of the videos. I'll put all the links on the notes, so if you want to buy any of the kit, feel free to message me. But all the links will be there. Safe riding. Enjoy your adventures.
We're probably about 5 miles from the road to the Cat and Fiddle. We're getting into a bit more of the Peak District now. Looks a lot greener. Really hot day. Great view. Yeah, great view. And all the bikes are out today as well. Fabulous clear day. Kev's up ahead.